Since 1882, Australia and England have battled for the ultimate cricketing prize, the Ashes. Now the two countries clash on a different pitch, and the sale of a century Ashes are at stake. Tonight, 3 English players compete to earn a place in the English team to fight it out in the final against Australia. It's England's second innings in the 1993 Ashes on Sale of a Century. And now here's the star of the show, Glenn Reg.
Well, here we go. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello, Peter. Howdy. Good to see everyone here flying the flags, the Australian and the English. And welcome to this, the second innings as far as the English team is concerned. In this, the Ashes for 1993. Now, Adrian is going into the finals with the winner of tonight's game to represent England. So let's find out who our players are. Give a very big welcome, please, Jo Bailey. She's on her way, don't you worry about that. And here she comes right now. Would you prefer I came over here and... Hello. Hello. Hello, come on, tramp. Tramp. Live television. One to Tramp. I think Tramp won that round somehow. There you go, Tramp. Oh, hello.
Glenn.
You're looking really attractive tonight, Jo.
Oh, thank you, Glenn. This is Tramp.
Hello, Tramp. Have a look at that. Look at the similarity. I can see it. Oh, see it now. This is Tramp. While Tramp makes himself at home here, who are our players tonight?
Our first player is said to have knelt at the altar during his wedding with the word help carved into the soles of his shoes. From North Harrow, Middlesex, we welcome Danny O'Brien.
Howdy, Danny. Good to see you.
Our second player says the most interesting thing about her is her tongue. From Pinner, Middlesex, please welcome Margot Stewart.
Hello, Margot. Nice to see you.
And our third player is a decorator who's also good at falling asleep on ferries. From Southampton, Hampshire, let's welcome Paul Moran.
G'day, Paul. How are you going?
Pretty good.
Falling asleep on ferries. What happened? You missed your stop.
Well, and very, very nearly. They had to get them to... they were pulling up the anchors. I had to get them to put the game plank back down. Nearly
really?
ended up in North Africa, and I should have got off at Sicily.
Is that all? Good luck tonight, Paul.
Thank you,
We've
Glenn.
got Tramp up here making awfully strange noises. Good luck, Paul. Hello, Margot.
Hello, Glenn.
You do a lot of work for children charities in London, is that right?
Yes, the NSPCC.
Are you right there? Sorry, who's it for?
The NSPCC.
And who's that?
The National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children.
That's fantastic. Keep up the good work. Right. Danny, just while in a lighter moment here, went to the football when you arrived in Australia. St Kilda versus Richmond.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
Confusing.
Confusing. Well, you think that's confusing. How do you think this game's going to go? We might just hop into the game. Good to see you, Danny, Margot and Paul. Come down here, Tramp. It'll be all right. Everything's nice and under control. Right. See you. See you, Tramp. And walk off into the sunset. Right, sorry, guys. Let's hop into the game. Let's be a little bit serious here. $20 starting money for all of our players. We'll see Jo in the gift shop, and I've got some questions around here. Right, everyone's ready? Good luck. The second innings in the British side. Question number 1. Which woolen cloth, woven with stripes of different colours and widths, crossing at right angles, is chiefly, Paul?
Tartan.
Associated with Scotland. Tartan is right. What do we call any naval vessel capable of operating for sustained periods of... Danny?
Submarine.
Time underwater. Submarine is correct. What word for a person who manages the household of a king is also the surname of former British Prime Minister Neville? Paul?
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain is right. Audio question, have a close listen here. Identify the following notable Australian character.
And I have the honour...
Paul?
Barry Humphries.
Oh, nearly. Kind of one of his alter egos, I guess. Sir Les Patterson, spitting away as he goes. Famous for its hard, red-coated cheese is which Dutch... Margot?
Edam.
Town, beginning with E. Good to hear from you, Margot. Great scoreline, $25 apiece. Originally made with medicinal mineral water from Germany, was the effervescent antacid preparation... Margot?
Alka-Seltzer.
With the trademark name of Alka-Seltzer, correct and into the lead. Now, gift shop time, Margot. With that answer, you are in the lead by $5 over Paul and Danny, so you have the opportunity to buy here if you like.
Margot, with this selection of elegant sleepwear, you're sure to look sophisticated night and day, including satin and chiffon kimono and matching nightie, and for men, a pure silk kimono and matching pyjamas. The total range is valued at $1,000, tonight just $6 from Christian Dior and Sale of the Century.
Hello all, nice to see you. Tony and Susie obviously having another one of their parties here, which is very nice. Margot, now you're leading. As I say, you're $5 in the lead. I will sell this to you for $5, which is one question when everyone will be $25 a piece. So we're going to go at $5, going once, going twice, and bought for $5. So there you go. Great game. $25 a piece as we'll hop straight back into the questions. Which French word for sitting describes a meeting where, Paul? Oh, the mind was ticking over there, wasn't it? Meeting where a medium seeks to communicate with spirits of the dead, séance. Traditionally associated with a third wedding anniversary is which material obtained from animals? Margot?
Fur.
Fur, no, we can't accept that. Leather, specifically has to be leather. Professor Challenger was a fictional character created by which author better known for creating Sherlock Holmes? Margot?
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
That's correct, and up to $25 sharing the lead with Danny, and $5 ahead of Paul as we go into the first of our fame games tonight. $10 behind one of our famous faces. Who am I? Born in the United States in 1944, I entered the film industry in the mid-60s as an assistant director. Achieving moderate success as an actor, I became well known while appearing in a popular police television series of the early 70s. Margot?
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas is correct, yes. Co-producer of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and recently Basic Instincts. All right, Margot, you have the opportunity to pick from the board and possibly pick up $10. And tonight our famous faces are...
Alan Border.
World record holder for the most test runs.
Bob Willis.
Former English fast bowling captain.
Craig McDermott.
Queensland and Australian right arm quickie.
David Gower.
Elegant left-hander and also Wide World of Sports commentator.
Mark Lehane.
Mark comes from Sunbury in Victoria, and Mark's ambition is to lead the Essendon Cricket Club to a premiership. So good luck with that, Mark.
Ian Botham.
England's greatest all-rounder.
Jeff Thompson.
Tomo, one half of Australia's most feared bowling duo.
Graham Gooch.
Current England captain and opening batsman.
And Rod Marsh.
One of the world's greatest ever keepers. So there are our famous faces, Margot. Who would you like?
I think I must have the lovely David Gower.
Lovely David Gower. Here we go.
Well, you won a range of genuine Australian bush clothing, Margot, including all-weather coat and Brumby jacket, valued at $745 from Dry Bone.
Nice prize, Margot. Take that home and you'll thoroughly enjoy it. $5 separating all three players. We'll be back shortly with round 2 on this Ashes series of the sale. Welcome back to the sale, the second innings of the English side. And I noticed, Margot, you come from Pinner in Middlesex. Now, that's a fairly famous sort of town, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Birthplace of Elton John.
It is. That's where Elton was born. Do you see him going back there on weekends or anything like that?
No, he doesn't go to Sainsbury's.
Oh, doesn't he? Oh, well, there you go. All right, let's hop into round 2. Danny and Margot both on $25, sharing the lead, but Paul only one question behind. So here we go. Fought in 1813, the Battle of Vittoria finally broke Napoleon's power in which European country? It was in Spain. Turned into a play in 1960, a film in 63 and a musical in 1974, was the novel by Keith Waterhouse called Margot.
Billy Liar.
Billy Liar is right. First synthesised in a Swiss laboratory in 1943 by Albert Hofmann, was which psychedelic drug associated, Paul?
LSD.
With the 60s, yes. Fame game for $15. What is my name? I am one of Europe's oldest independent countries, producing many agricultural crops. My rolling hills are ideal for raising beef cattle, and one of my major industries is steel production. Possessing a cool, moist climate, my population of less than 400,000 is governed by a constitutional monarchy. With French and German as two of my official languages, I am the headquarters of the EE. Paul?
Luxembourg.
Luxembourg is right, head of the EEC. So that's correct, Paul. You're trailing Margot by $5, and we have 10 and 15 on the board. Who would you like from our famous faces?
Can I have Beefy, please? Beefy Botham?
Beefy Botham. That is $15. I'm glad you told us the surname. They were a bit confused. $15 being added to your score. So At the moment, the scores are Margot on 30, Danny on 25, and Paul, you're now on 40. Back to the questions. First officially used by Lloyd George in 1921 was which country residence of the British Prime... Paul?
Checkers.
That's right, the British Prime Minister. Beginning with A was which dramatist considered the greatest representative of ancient Greek comedy? Paul?
Aeschylus.
No, Aristophanes. Born in London as Mary O'Brien was which singer whose first solo hit was 1963's I Only Want to... Margot?
Dusty Springfield.
Be with you. Dusty Springfield is right. Fast money. Paul 40, Margot 35, Danny 25. 30 seconds is up on the clock and your time starts now. What do we call a brief two-piece woman swimming costume? Margot?
Bikini.
Yes. Which English singer was affectionately called Our Grace? Danny?
Lacey Fields.
Yes. One who disgraces his family is called the what sheep? Margot?
Black Sheep.
Yes. Who wrote the play The Importance of Being in It? Paul?
Oscar Wilde.
Yes. Which aircraft company built the 707? Paul?
Boeing.
Yes. A popular heavy metal band is Motley Watts? Paul?
True.
Yes. A feminine form of which man's name is Pauline? Paul?
Paul.
Yes. To take immediate action is to strike while what? Margot?
The iron's hot.
Yes. Menopause is also called the change of what? The change of life. And after 30 seconds, Paul, we had a massive pause in the middle there, on $60 you're leading. And you have the opportunity to buy here in the gift shop if you like.
Paul, here's a great way to remember your time with us at sale. This compact, lightweight Panasonic video camera comes complete with microphone, wide-angle lens and a tape of what Doug's recording right now to take home with you. It's normally valued at $1,598. Tonight, a true travel bargain at just $9 from Chandler's and Sale of the Century.
This is great. G'day, Nicky. G'day, Doug. Oh, put on the smile. Yes. Paul, of course, visiting Australia, and you've still got a few more days before you head home. This would come in really handy. We want $9. It's a close game. You're only $10 ahead of Margot. I'll bring it down to a standard $7. Going once, going twice. Want some money for some... No, don't want that.
Whoa, that was close.
Well bought, Paul, for $7. Still in the lead by $3. Now we have another home viewer questions on this occasion. It's from a great little kid by the name of Michael Abbott from Turramurra in New South Wales. What's your question, Michael?
Who played Baron Von Trapp in the movie The Sound of Music? I'll give you the answer soon.
The Mad Minute in Ashes for 1993 as the Australian team is in England playing cricket. We have the English over here playing Sale of the Century. Good luck, everyone. 60 seconds is being put up on the clock and your time starts now. What nationality is former tennis champion Fred Stolle? Paul?
New Zealand.
Australian. How many popes have been named John Paul? Danny?
2.
Yes. Mass murderer Albert DeSalvo was nicknamed the Boston what? Paul?
Ripper.
Strangler. Which American sport has a position called quarterback? Margot?
American football.
Yes. Who is the subject of the film Lady Sings the Blues? Margot?
Billie Holiday.
Yes. The Cam River flows through which famous English... Paul?
Cambridge.
Yes. In which year was Queen Elizabeth II's coronation? Paul?
53.
Yes. Who was lead singer of the group Culture Club? Paul?
Boy George.
Yes. Yehudi Menuhin is famous for playing... Paul?
Violin.
Yes. What is the first name of the English cricketer boycotts? Paul?
Jeffrey.
Yes. What is the Christian name of Cuban leader Castro? Margot?
Fidel.
Yes. Which colour is most associated with communism? Paul?
Red.
Yes. How many pockets has a snooker table? Danny?
6.
Yes. Of which country was El Cid a hero? Danny?
Spain.
Yes. By what name do Spaniards know their country? Danny?
España.
Yes. Which comedy team had the members Larry, Moe and Curly? Danny?
Three Stooges.
That's right, and Paul, you're our winner by only $3 though. A fantastic fast money, Margot and Danny. Great stuff.
It
But
was
Paul,
great.
congratulations, just coming through there.
Oh, it's fantastic. Margot, thank you for joining us. Thanks for coming to our lovely country and playing. You've won cash and prizes to the value of $4,973. Thank you for playing.
Nice to meet you, Margot. Thanks for being a part of the show. It's been a pleasure.
And Danny, unfortunately, you've made this long trip here with, and you've got. Pardon?
Worth the effort.
Oh, that's good.
And you saw a game of football?
You did. And unfortunately, no prizes, but I hope you had a good time anyway.
Okay.
Thanks for playing.
Great meeting you, Danny. It's been fantastic. In fact, Danny and Margot, Peter has these gifts for both of you.
Danny and Margot will each receive a beautiful two-tone bracelet coin watch. The watch face features a genuine 1954 florin, the only pre-decimal commemorative coin minted for Queen Elizabeth's first visit to Australia. This distinctive watch includes a 2-year guarantee, quantity Swiss movement, and it's water tested to 30 metres. From Coin Watch Company. They'll also receive the latest Sale of the Century board game from Crown & Andrews, plus our 18-carat gold-plated pin from Michelle Shabani Jewelers and Sale of the Century.
Congratulations, Paul. Well, it was a close one to say the least. Let's go out the back. Come out here, because we're going to have a look at a couple of things. Oh, watch your step down there. It's a All right, Paul. Seeing as you're the winner of tonight's game, you've won this fantastic pen set.
A selection of writing instruments of unparalleled quality. The solid gold ballpoint pen is beautifully complemented with a matching pencil, and their fine design and superior craftsmanship reflect a guaranteed lifetime of quality. This superb writing collection, befitting a champion, from Cross Pens.
So there you go, that's the prize you won for winning tonight, and you won very, very well. Now, you'll be teaming up with Adrian to represent the British team. Now, if you go through and beat the Aussies, and we wish you well, you'll win some great prizes, firstly including this.
Our winning team will enjoy the convenience and security of $30,000 credit on ANZ cards. If you're just setting out in life, there are those important moments when you'll appreciate a low interest rate card to accommodate large expenses. Then there are those day-to-day money matters when a card with an interest-free period can be very helpful. Of course, it's also handy when you find that special something you just can't resist. And then when you decide it's time to travel, ANZ cards provide a passport to safe, convenient payment at locations worldwide. This complete credit card account to the value of $30,000 is from ANZ, not just a credit card, an ANZ card.
And it really is good value there too. And ANZ cards helped us out there. Well done. Now, of course, being a part of the winning team, you'll also win one of these Pulsar Triple S's.
Both members of our winning Ashes team will experience the performance and pure driving pleasure of the sporty 5-speed Pulsar Triple S. Powered by a 2-litre fuel-injected engine, it features power steering, electric windows and power door locks. Complete with a superior 4-speaker audio system and covered by a 3-year 100,000-kilometre warranty, the Pulsar Triple S is an exhilarating driving experience. The winning double is valued at $52,920 plus on-road costs from the new Nissan.
So there you go, Paul. The team will win 2 Pulsar Triple S's, one each, which is great. All right, so you're going into the finals with Adrian. Who are our final Australian players tomorrow night?
Our final Australian players are Rob Kishmersky, Russell Cheek and Kevin Gardner.
So there you go, they'll be playing off tomorrow night to decide who will join the Australian team to play the British. Catch you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is a Grundy television production for the 9 Network. Peter Smith speaking.